Roger, it's awfully soon afterwards, but how much can you appreciate what a fantastic match you were part of?
Well, sort of. I mean, it's sort of always nice to be part of them, you know. Probably later on in life, you know, I'll go like, that was a great match. But right now, it's not much of a, how do you say, a feel-good thing, you know, or the positive thing to in this match. But from my side, I thought I played well, you know, and everything. Missed too many chances, obviously, in the first couple of sets, but Rafa played well, you know, and I'm happy we lived up to the expectations, you know, and I'm happy the way I fought, and that's all I could really do.
Was it too dark to play, Roger? An extraordinary match. Should it have had a better finish than that in near darkness?
It's hard to tell. I don't know. Look, it's over. So, what's the point, you know, arguing about it? It's the way it is.
Roger, of all the shots that you've hit in your career, where would you rate the backhand that kept you in the match, down match point?
Sure, I mean, it was a unbelievable important shot, you know, to hit. Probably was one of my first really backhand passing shots I hit all match, you know, and to save it for match point was obviously great, you know. It really, especially after I think Rafa's shot, he hit just the previous one, the forehand, you know, the passing shot he hit, I thought that was all over, obviously. So for me to come up with that one was great feeling, and to turn it around and get, you know, push it to the fifth set was awesome. And I really thought, you know, with winning last year in 5 and was the momentum that it was going to be enough, but it wasn't. So it was quite unfortunate.
How would you describe what Nadal did today?
I think he played well, you know. I mean, he was rock solid the way we know him. He's definitely, you know, improved his game, you know. But I think since the beginning of the year, he's been playing well. He's been playing very consistent. He's playing better on the quicker courts. I don't think it really needed a match like this today to really prove himself. But for some, only trophies count, you know. I sort of agree to some stages, but no, I mean, he's a great competitor. You know, great player to play against, and I think he did very well today.
Roger, what were you thinking on the very last shot? It was getting so dark. Did you just think, I'll try to get it over and let him deal with trying to see it or trying to get it back, or what was going through your mind when you hit the last shot?
I don't know. I was thinking first, should I go up the line or cross court, and then I chose cross court and missed it. So, yeah, I mean, look, it was by that time maybe it was all over anyway, you know. So, but yeah, it was. Maybe shouldn't have missed a shot. Maybe wouldn't have missed that, you know. Some other occasion, who knows.
Roger, did you make any question about the light to anybody, or you just kept playing? I'm just...
Kept on playing, I didn't argue, because I think I guess I would have said something. I would have broken back to go, 8-all? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it wasn't possible to play anymore, so it would have been brutal, obviously, for fans, for media, for us, for everybody, you know, to come back tomorrow. But what are you going to do? It's rough on me now, obviously, you know, to lose the biggest tournament in the world over maybe a bit of light, you know. So it's not the first time, anyway, against Rafa. Lost him in Paris as well in the semis. So it's not a whole lot of fun, but it's the way it is, and I can only congratulate Rafa for a great effort.
Roger, do you think the last chance you had to win this match was when you had a break point to go 5-3 in the fifth, or later on again?
No, I mean, the chances were always there. I mean, I was ahead in the score, so that put pressure obviously on Rafa. I think I did well on a couple of big games to come back, you know, from love 30, 15-40. I mean, and that increased pressure even more against him. I think I had once also maybe 30-all later on, or love 15, and I could have maybe put him under pressure just a little bit more, but I couldn't put myself in position. And the one break point I had, I mean, he hit a great forehand, so I couldn't really do a whole lot on that one.
You had lost 11 break points out of the first 12. Do you think that was for what reason? I mean, you were a little more nervous, some return which were not at your usual standard, in my opinion. I don't know. What do you think about it?
I mean, I wasn't happy the way I was playing break points early on, no doubt. Except the one I made was fantastic, but I was definitely struggling in the wind a little bit. You know, it was very gusty early on. It was tough conditions, you know, and well, sometimes Rafa played great. He came up with some unbelievable passing shots when he needed to, you know, and then other ones I played poorly on them, you know, which I just think maybe I should have really decided much more what I really wanted to do, you know. But Rafa keeps you thinking, and that's what the best players do to each other. In the end, Rafa also missed many opportunities later on, you know. So you always make it hard for the opponent, and that's what we both do to each other.
Roger, we know how much you respect him, but especially after that tiebreaker, were there any points in there where you're thinking, you know, this kid's got to fold up now? You know, he's got to be a little bit mentally crazy. A couple times you were down, served your way out of some real holes. Did you think at any point in there that, you know, he's got to crack at some stage?
Not really. I was just hoping, you know, that, or I was seeing that he was getting very nervous, you know, in that was it 4-set tiebreaker, where, I mean, I think he should have never lost the breaker in the end, you know, but he was really nervous. He didn't make the returns he usually does. He, you know, couldn't play aggressive. You know, I played some okay shots, and it was enough to come back, you know. So, I mean, I really thought, you know, that he was feeling it really a lot, you know, maybe for the first time in his life, you know. So I was hoping, like I said, was the momentum going into the 5th set, that it was going to be enough just from my end that I would play a little bit better, but I couldn't really, you know, play maybe my best when I really had to, and towards the end, like we know, it was a light, it was just tough, you know, but it's not an excuse. So, and like I said, Rafa served well and played well, and deserved to win in the end.
One more English question.
You have such a deep love of the game and respect for it and understanding of its history. The match today had so many elements, such a high level. Leading commentators are already talking about it being the best match in the history of this game. You touched on it briefly before, but could you reflect on that? Can you sense that people would put it in that very strong context already?
I mean, yeah, I mean, look, it's not up to us to judge if it was the best ever. I think this is up to fans and for the media to debate, you know. But I'm happy we put in a great effort, Rafa, myself, and you know, it was a fair battle, which was tough. It was the rain delays and, you know, some great points, and really, I just think we both played tough till the very end, you know. In tennis, unfortunately, sometimes there has to be winners and losers, you know, there's no draws. But, I mean, I had to push really hard to come back, you know, and I wasn't able to break him, I guess, in the last 3 sets, but still pushed him right to the edge, you know. And I guess, you know, with the fading light, even the victory became even more special, and it's similar to, you know, when Pete won his was it 14 against Rafter, you know, in the fading light also that looked incredible. So I wish obviously it was me, it was a trophy, but it's the way it is now.
And was this the toughest match of your career, Roger?
Probably my hardest loss by far. I mean, there's not much harder than this right now, so.